Good morning, everyone. Hopefully your week is off to a great week, coming off the holiday weekend. Hopefully everyone had a good time to celebrate with family, so forth. And yeah, I want to take some time and kind of talk about the big beautiful bill that passed. But before we get into that, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share. Hopefully you guys saw my last YouTube video that I posted yesterday. Just a quick little video, just trying something new, different style. You guys can send me your reaction videos. I'm happy to do that. More so concerning stuff that, you know, I guess current events if you want, and I'll sift through them and choose what I want to ultimately react to. I'm going to be doing some political stuff, not to get too far in the weeds, because that's not the type of channel that I'm trying to create or community. But you know, anytime you're dealing with finances and money, real estate, direct correlation is with the political environment. So with that being said, please feel free to reach out, send me videos that I can react to and go from there. Anyway, I have to say, excuse me again, I'm dealing with allergies really bad. I don't know why all of a sudden, but here they are. I wanted to talk about the passage of Big Beautiful Bill. And there's a lot of feelings out there, big feelings, and you know, this isn't to dismiss any of those feelings. You're obligated to feel, you could feel the way you want to feel about it. But what I want to talk about more is, what are you going to do now that we have the information and now that we have the rules? Now, for the most part, there's not much uncertainty. You kind of know what's going to happen. And here's my take on it. Who's ever in the White House, whether you voted for Trump or you didn't vote for Trump, even if you voted for Biden and you didn't vote for Biden, this is a problem, I think, in our country, and I think most people would agree. We have Democrat or Republican, this two-party system. So we would call it a uniparty system. Neither party has been able to solve for our deficit. It doesn't matter how you slice it. Congress, they have not been able to figure out if it could be balanced. Either side hasn't been able to figure it out. So, you know, when your team wins or gets in and they make changes, you know, people have feelings about that. But I think it all boils down to, well, I know it all boils down to personal finance and personal choices and decisions. You have to ultimately be responsible for what it is that's happening in between your household and, you know, the world, and how you interact in it. So I've been telling friends of mine, because they ask me questions, you know, how do you feel about this, or how do you feel about that? And my answer is the same. These next, I think it's 3.5 years now that Trump is in office, if you are an entrepreneur, you have a business idea, you want to create whatever content, whatever it is, you got a window here to go ahead and get to work. And this is an opportunity, I think, that some will take advantage of and others won't. I mean, it's just that simple. I hate to be that simple about it, but it really is. If all of its purposes, I think that they're telling you, the government is telling you what's going to be rewarded and what's not going to be rewarded. And you know, if you, even as a landlord, I am at this point, I'm ruling out Section 8 because I just don't see the longevity in it. I'm not saying it's going away because I don't know, but it sure feels like it. And I just recently diversified my tenants because it's like, you know, it's a tough one to try and get behind, and I'm not in a position to take those type of hits and losses. So, you know, and I think Clinton did something like this back in the 90s. I can't remember, where you had to get your benefits, you had to do some work or be enrolled in school or something like that. And quite honestly, I don't think that's none of this bad. Again, I think if you're an entrepreneur, even if you're not an entrepreneur, you better become one, and you better figure this out, or work, get a really good job. This is a time to better yourself. Don't rely on the federal government to come and save you, because no one's coming to save you. No one's coming to bail you out. You know, what happened in the pandemic with the stimulus checks and things like that, that was a fluke. I mean, that's not going to happen again. Well, never say never. But my point is, they're not coming to writing checks again. They're not looking to write checks again. They're looking to reward businesses, to be quite honest. So are people going to get hurt by this? Absolutely. Are people going to thrive in this environment? 100%. I don't know about you, but I want to be one of those people that can say that I'm thriving, and that these last 3-4 years did not go to waste. I took advantage of every opportunity that came my way. I didn't squander it. And that's what I'm choosing to look at this as. To me, this is an opportunity to finally make some headway and just to get after it. You know, I'm not pro-Trump. I'm not anti-Trump. I look at politicians as tools. Which tool is going to get the job done? I wasn't pro-Biden. You know, I wasn't anti-Biden. It's like, okay, just give me the rules and let me go to work. That's just how I see it. I see that if you're putting all of your hopes and dreams into one person to make choices for you and your household, I think you've already lost big time. And I think that you will continue to lose, and you'll continue to complain. You'll continue to blame everyone for your problems. You know, I just don't see the point in it. I think after you complain, you got to look at yourself in the mirror and say, okay, now what? And get after it. This is the get after it season. So whatever it is you're doing, go all in on it and don't miss. All right, those are my thoughts on it. I want to do a reaction video on this. I still may do a reaction video on this, just because I think there are some key things that we could extract from this that will further highlight what it is I'm saying. So please like, comment, subscribe, and share. I appreciate you guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye.